What are you saying? I know everyone here misses the club scene, and the first thing to get into a club, you have one thing, the bouncers. So I thought I'd run you through some of my favourite bouncers in town, Nick and Eli. How you guys doing?
Yeah, all good, man.
All good, living the dream.
Are you guys missing kicking people out?
Yeah.
Like, come on. So why did you guys do become bouncers? And don't give me any of this bullshit like, oh, we want to make sure everyone's safe. Because that's what every bouncer says.
Should we go first?
I started because I was a carer for my dad, and the job centre said you have to do a course. So I did the security course, which has nothing to do with anything. But then I had the badge. I was like, I might as well try out to be a bouncer, and I fell into it when I was 18 and just didn't stop.
I've ever since.
That's it.
I used to work in bars quite a lot when I was younger. So when I was like 8, when I was 17, I was doing like bar backy stuff. Then when I was 18, I started working on the bar and realised I could get paid a lot more for doing a lot less than I was actually doing. So I had to get my door badge and just enjoyed it, enjoyed the people, enjoyed the fights, enjoyed kicking people out. So
if people don't know Eli, nothing else will sum you up better. Getting paid for doing less, you're the laziest.
Wait, straight up.
It's not like to work. But yeah, go on talking about door stuff. What's the best or like the worst job? Do you want to go with the best like gig you've done of door staffing?
Right. So basically I've done sort of festivals and events. I've done like red carpet events in London.
Oh, cool.
I've done music festivals, like backstage stuff.
Name some names. Like, who did you like bodyguard, or was it security?
Bodyguard. Basically, my job was to stand at the crowd barrier and just make sure that like the barrier never got taken away and shit.
Yeah.
So I did some bits for the Star Wars films. So I was at a lot of those movie premieres. One of the first people to see them when they came out. Basically, I was on a night vision position. So when they do the movie premieres with all the actors and stuff, my job it was to stand at the back of the movie theatre with like this looks like a night vision goggle. Well, it is a night vision goggle. But it's like a night vision goggle, and every 20 minutes or so, you hold it up and make sure no one's recording in the cinema so it can get leaked. So effectively, I was just getting paid to watch the films before anyone else saw them. Which meant when I got home, I was like, "Oh, Dad, I just saw the new Star Wars. You'll never guess what happened." The spoilers didn't go down well.
Yeah, but go on. Your best gig?
I think mine's definitely got to be Turtle.
Yeah.
Purple Turtle?
Yeah.
Love
Big up Purple Turtle in Reading. Hopefully... Wait, actually, just a quick question. I just cut you guys off. Am I still banned from Purple Turtle or am I allowed back in?
I ain't got a clue.
I had a 3-month ban, but obviously during lockdown...
We'll probably go
does it get paused? Like, all right, cool. You're
going to get paused.
Oh, man.
You're probably on pub watch by the time it's over.
What did you get banned for?
I think I was moving tables. Like, I was getting... Obviously, I understand it was a pandemic. You were stick on the table. But after those tunes, mate, and a couple of tequilas, you kind of get on table to table.
It's basically, after a couple of beers, he's a fucking liability.
Yeah.
Like, absolute liability.
I'm pretty sure that's how we met before.
Yeah, so everyone met him.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm way better sober, I hope, anyway. But go on, then, your worst gig. Like, you must have had some absolute shit, like, contracts. You're like, Rick, this is what you're doing tonight.
I think it was one of my first ever ones when I got sent from, was it Secura, over to Zeus.
Yeah.
And I think I was like 18, one of my first, I think it's like my second or third day. This how I know I didn't have a badge holder, so I used an iPhone running sleeve, which was an absolute joke as my badge holder. Went over there, and I got there, it's like, have you got your stab-proof vest? I was like...
Yeah, Zeus, that's why Zeus got closed down for stabbing.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'm glad it wasn't.
And there was some guy in the corner getting bottled as I walked in, and I was like, all right, better deal with that. And then my friend loved the music, so he kind of ate a pill and just stood in the corner dancing as a security guard.
This friend.
No, not this friend.
Before my time, mate. Before my time.
Yeah. Yeah, so I had to look after him because he was absolutely off his head, and then there were just fights everywhere. Absolute craziness.
That's a good night, right? When there's more fights. Like, come on, security guard gets fast when it's busier, right?
Yeah. So I think my worst gig was so I was just turned 18, got my door badge.
Station tap. No,
it was a spin bar. Spin bar.
Still Wokingham, guys. Big up Wokingham.
Yeah, so
shout out, massive.
Yeah, so I got my door badge, started working at Spin Bar. By the company I was working for, they did events and they did doors. So I was booked in to do an event. It was a nice, easy gig, nice, like, just looking after fire exit, not doing jack shit. And get a phone call from my boss. I'm like, he's like, hello, Eli, you all right? I'm like, yeah, what's up? Because, how do you feel about working a door tonight? I was like, yeah, I'll work a door. Obviously, 18-year-old me, fucking Billy Big Ball.
Do
Like,
anything.
yeah, I'll fucking work a door. Go on, then let's have it.
Go on, Eli.
So we got there, introduced yourself to the doorman, and they were like, all right, cool, yeah, whatever. Turned around to me, like, yeah, you're going to be in a smoking area all night? I was like, what? Oh, yeah, you're going to be in a smoking area. I was like, okay. Have you ever been to Spin Bar?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, so you know smoking, you know how small it is?
Yeah.
I literally had
People
to...
hop over there, don't they? That's why.
Yeah, but that wasn't my job. My job was to stand there and tell people not to bring drinks outside.
Oh.
And if they bought drinks outside, I had to call somebody else to get them to take the drink back inside. So I was effectively just guarding a door from drinks, which isn't why I got into it. I got into it for like the fun stuff.
What is the fun stuff? Because I don't really know. As a customer, a lot of customers think that doormen are quite aggressive.
No, that's a myth. We're not aggressive.
I know. I think you guys are lovely.
We're alright. Well, I am.
But what's the, going back to you, Eli? What is the fun stuff? Kicking people out, right? You guys enjoy that, right?
I think it's the team. If you've got a good team,
It's the team. It is the team.
it's the guys you work with.
Yeah, so when I was running Low Lows, I essentially brought in my own team. So I brought in a couple of boys who I knew for a while. I got given like a little Albanian bloke who's obviously not, and a tall autistic guy who's even worse. And yeah, obviously we just had a good laugh. Like we chucked somebody out.
It's called Lenny, the autistic guy.
I did. Yes, I did.
I thought so.
Lenny, get these guys.
Yeah, so once you have a good team, like it makes the night. So if we have a fight, instead of going, okay, we got to defuse the situation and then chuck them out, it was all hands on deck, people getting dragged left, right, and centre, getting thrown out. And after that, we just sort of sit and laugh about it. So, how do you see that dickhead? Right?
Yeah.
And if you've got a bad team, you're vulnerable.
Shit night.
Now you're vulnerable though, because if there's a massive punch up, you don't know who's got your back.
Like, yeah. Just speaking about your team, though, have you ever worked with outright like people who just dicks, like, and it's like,
Yeah. Yeah.
go on. You can name names as well. Come on, this is an open book. You can name names.
I had a guy, bless him, I really like him as well. I haven't spoken to him for years. He's called Sandy. I don't know if you met him, little Asian guy. He was a postman, and they just did the doors at the weekend. So ultimate jacket filler. And there was a massive punch up, like I'm talking 20, 30 people, and he's just stood there like shivering in the corner.
What do you do in those situations? It's like a massive brawl. Like, what do you expect? What, like,
You get in the middle of it.
just get in the middle of it. What, just start throwing punches as
Yeah,
well?
Yeah.
pretty much.
Go on, lads.
So basically,
Pick up chairs, pick up anything.
Mostly-
You've got to show them that
I always
you're the
miss out on these
biggest
bits
boy.
because I'm always too smashed by this.
so the way a lot of people tend to ask, oh yeah, what can you get away with? Like, what's the limit? Like, what can you do before you start getting nicked?
Yeah.
And I've always said the same thing, that basically, as long as if it goes to court, you can turn around to the judge, but look, it was either I hit him around the back of the head with a chair, or he was going to hit me with a bottle, then you're in the clear. As long as you can justify why you're doing it.
You like pick up that bottle first before I do anything.
Yeah, pretty much. Like,
And you've got to make sure that you're in a blind spot.
not even
Blind spot.
not even in a
No
blind spot.
CCTV.
Like, most of the time I try to talk my way out of things because half the time I can't be asked for that aggro. But if I've had a bad day or I'm sort of looking for it, then but it happens. It's part of the job. Like,
That's where we differ.
yeah.
I want to ask you guys another question. What is like the worst customer to have? Like, I'll give you like 3 scenarios. Like, the rich boy that thinks basically his dad's money can buy his way to anything. The student that can't handle his drink is always fucked up. Or the fucking sassy fucking girl that just... You know what I'm talking about.
Sassy girl every time.
Yeah.
Every
She's
time.
the worst, yeah.
Yeah.
Nah,
You ever been hit with a stiletto?
Oh.
I've moved too quick.
That kind of paves my way to the next question. Like, how do you guys
Moved too
handle...
quick.
Because obviously it's completely wrong. Like, girls shouldn't hit anyone. But, like, obviously, when you get too drunk, they probably go after bouncers because you guys... And obviously, you guys know this. So, how do you guys handle that? And, like, what do you guys have to say about that situation? Because it's fucked up.
Equal rights.
Yeah.
But I'm not saying that I would fully smash a bird up the same way I'd smash a guy up. But if they're... I've got a video to send you later, actually, of some bird actually trying to go for me in a smoking area, Low Lows. And
mate.
basically you just sort of twist her arms up and just drag her up the stairs.
I've seen
Yeah,
this
so-
one, actually.
I'm the same. I wouldn't ever punch a girl in the face or headbutt them.
I'm not saying I wouldn't, but...
That's what.
Depends how hard they come at you, right? I just...
Headbutt everyone.
I don't really know. I've never been in that situation.
Until...
I drop him to the floor,
Oh, yeah,
but
100%.
like gently
Yeah.
lower him down. Not like a guy where you suplex him.
Do you know what? I don't mind getting slapped by girls. When they start spitting, I think it's disgusting.
Oh,
Yeah.
mate, spitting is game on.
That is like...
It's just the disrespect.
That is
Yeah.
open season.
Yeah, they get fucked up.
Yeah,
Like,
that-
straight up,
yeah.
they get fucked
I
up.
think it's kind of messed up.
I've had quite a few people spit on me. I had one guy piss on me.
What? Wait, do tell the story, Nick. Well, he just slipped in there. Oh yeah, some guy pissed on me.
So
What?
And he enjoyed it.
Did you ask for it?
I was at the bottom in Turtle. Andrew about to go into the basement, stood there, and he's on the decking at the top, and he's pissed over, and it's hit my arm. I was like, it's not fucking raining. Looked up, and I see his little chode, and I was like, it is game on.
Yeah,
Ran past the manager up the stairs, run up to him, headbutted him, and then stomped on his balls. They took him outside. What did I do? I took my jacket off, gave it to the bartender for her to clean and like scrub down. Yeah. Went outside. They was like, "No, Nick, go back inside." And I was like, "No way!" Headbutted him, threw him through the barriers. Yeah.
Okay, round 2.
Yeah.
Go on, Nick.
No way. Someone pissed on you.
That's disgusting. That is disgusting.
That's horrible.
Well, yeah, but obviously, most guys have a lot of these scenarios. Like, what's the most disrespectful thing that's happened to you, Eli?
Sorry, say again?
What's the most disrespectful thing that someone's done to you during it while you're working?
Right, so
obviously you're there to like look after the customers, but like there's a line.
yeah, like there's all. Like, I'll try to give people the benefit of the doubt as much as I can. But if they're obviously being a cunt, then they're being a cunt. And unfortunately, violence is the only thing people tend to understand.
Universal language, isn't it?
Yeah, literally. So
It's primal instinct, isn't it?
yeah, well, it's very much with drunk people. It's very much you give an inch, they take a mile. So I tried to be lenient. I was working over in Wokenham. Yes, I was working over in Wokenham, and as a kid, he must have been 18. Was probably like little wannabe road man with mummy and daddy's money. Oh. So yeah, bro, do you like my chain? Mummy and daddy bought it for me, like that kind of guy. Oh. So I've kicked him out a couple of times, but where it's a big open sort of decking where everyone can sit, I've kicked him out a couple of times. He's just come back and kept sitting down. So then I was like, look, mate, this is the third or fourth time I've told you to leave. You're taking the piss now. Are you going to walk out, or am I going to have to drag you out? Little shit turns around and goes, go on, fucking drag me out then. So I'm like, all right, cool. So I got him in full Nelson, started dragging him out, but he started grabbing on some railings. So as I'm struggling with him, he's slipped forward and something happened. But basically, after I got him off and threw him, his nose has popped, and he has a blood coming out his nose, blood in his mouth. Yeah. Little fucker turns around and spits at me.
Fucking hell.
Yeah.
That's disgusting. I think, like going back to you guys, this is the most dishonourable, disgusting thing you can do to someone.
It's the disrespect.
Yeah. Like, I don't mind someone slapping me or punching me in the face, but like spitting is like...
On disrespect, it didn't happen to me, it happened to a customer, so I dragged the guy out, but he did a Donald Trump. He walked past a girl and he grabbed her right in the pussy. And I was like, you can't do that.
That is just grim.
I was like, that's disgusting. And I'm taking him up the stairs, and then he's turned around and he's trying to have it with me, so I've headbutted him once.
Man, you love the headbutts.
It's like a speciality.
It is.
I'm like,
I've got a scar on my forehead.
So I mean, like, your head is like the most protected part of your body. Like,
100%. It's the biggest. It's always going to hit you. And I headbutted him the second time, and I heard some woman scream, "You can't headbutt people!" And I was like,
"You want some of this?" You know, just go around headbutt everyone. Bar star comes around the corner. Come on, let's fucking have it.
I dragged him out, but that's so disrespectful
to
the woman. I was like, I have to deal with it. I have to give him a little pasting.
Obviously, like this day and age, you do, and especially on the dance floor, you see a lot of guys a bit too forceful with girls. Like, do you guys step into that, or like, how do you guys know how to deal with it? Like, everyone just lets it go. It's like, oh, it's just a bit of banter.
You kind of get signals, and you kind of get like people looking over at you.
You can sort of tell when the mood's changed.
Yeah.
So there's a big
babes. He's not interested. Like, stop grabbing his dick. Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah. So
it goes both ways.
Yeah. Like, there's a big difference between having a bit of sort of like flirty banter and like trying it on with girls, but if they say like a no's a no.
Yeah.
Like,
and then the aggression that comes after that from the guy.
Yeah, as soon as they've been rejected, like, oh no, didn't want you anyway, you fucking slag.
Yeah,
I don't get it. I don't understand it.
Oh, she's fucking bitch. She's disgusting anyway.
It's like, mate, it's just, I don't know.
You're the one going for her, man.
One of the weirdest ones I've had is I had a stalker. Then this is in Turtle. I won't name names.
Now name a name.
She used to turn up 10 minutes before my shift. Every week.
While you were Subway.
Every
she went to Subway, got your little Subway, pepperoni and that.
It turned out she was sneaking upstairs into the office and taking a picture of the rota. Oh. So she would turn up every day I was working 10 minutes before my shift, and she would not leave.
Oh. Stalker.
Proper stalker.
Proper stalker.
Proper.
Turned up outside my mum's house once. She followed me home at like 4 in the morning. Yeah.
Mate.
Yeah.
It's mad.
You know what? Or maybe you got a hole in there. I'm joking. But yeah, what's one thing? Obviously, you guys got like an abysmal of stories. What's one thing you can't forget that you've seen on shift that you're like, do you know what? That sticks to my head. I'm never gonna forget that. Do you want Nick? You go first this time.
There was a girl that I stopped. Someone was gonna rape her pretty much. Out, and this was a
Oh
turtle.
shit! Mate, tell me,
Yeah,
it goes
heavy,
down in
heavy.
time. And I'm fucking
Heavy
banned.
shit.
And I'm banned from fucking dancing on another table.
I've carried her out. I've carried her outside because she was too drunk.
Yeah.
Put her across the road on the wall.
Yeah.
I've taken her ID, gone in, tried to find her friends, couldn't find anyone. Then there was an Asian guy trying to put her in a taxi.
Yeah.
And I was like, you definitely don't know her. Walked over, I was like, oh, do you know him? And she started screaming, and then he tried to punch me. And I was like, no way. And he was halfway in the taxi, so I did a little dirty thing. Yeah. Taxi door, smash on the leg. Oh, and fair. His leg like folded.
You know what? I genuinely thought you were for a headbutt again. I was like,
Wouldn't have been surprised.
Okay, so he's got some more skills in the bank. Like.
I ended up getting arrested for it.
Mate, good on you.
And she came back with her mum when I was on shift, and her mum was like, thank you so much.
Legend. No, honestly, mate, big respect, Nick.
Thank you very much.
That's what the bits that people don't hear about security guards.
That's it.
Like, they all just hear about is the bad things.
But the thing is, we've all got family. And
straight
the way
up.
I saw it was...
Imagine your sister, daughter.
Imagine my little sister or anyone that I know.
Yeah, or friend, Any female.
Like that. You need to eliminate that guy completely. He couldn't walk for like 4 weeks after.
Not good enough for me, but...
I tried my best, I'm sorry.
We'll be politically correct and justice served them, but yeah, whatever. Go on, you know.
Probably when I was doing a gig over at Brixton Academy.
It goes down in Brixton, doesn't
Mate,
it?
no, it was tasty. Like,
bro, they get down over there, bro.
Yeah, mate, they're another level. Like,
yeah, I'm not scared.
No, mate, they don't
He's
give a
working
shit.
with us at any time.
So I was working over Brixton Academy, and it was an Alkaline concert. You know Alkaline?
Yeah,
Jamaican, mate, like rapper or dancer or whatever.
My brother knows. Yeah.
So I was working over at an Alkaline gig at Brixton Academy. All fine, all cushy for the first half hour, but then when it started letting the crowd in, it started going off. There were fucking police cars getting overturned. They rushed the doors. Like, the Brixton Academy is a big place. It's not like a shitty little dive bar. It's like the O2 Academy.
It's massive.
Yeah, people started ripping the doors off. The guy who was in charge was about 6'5", built like a brick shit house, ex-marine. But where we literally had like 300-400 people like rushing the door at once, they all rushed the doors. He smacked his head on one of the doors. On the floor, just people just walking over him, just trampling him. Like fucking, it was brutal. And then
And you're in the toilet the whole of this time, yeah?
oh mate, of course I am. I ain't like fuck that. I don't get paid enough for this shit. Yeah, mate, I don't get paid enough for that. Like, it's like what can you do? Like, with your 300 people rushing the door, the doors are now off the hinges. You can't even shut them anymore. And
I'm not gonna lie, you're white as well. That doesn't help in Brixton.
No, it doesn't help.
I'm
It
not
doesn't
gonna
help.
lie.
I'm white with a shaved head. I look like a fucking neo-Nazi or something.
Yeah.
But you know, as soon as they started running in, putting their fucking masks up, I was like, nah, I'm out.
£8 an hour is not worth it.
Nah, mate, not far off.
It's a bit more than
Not far.
£8 we get, but...
Yeah, but you're not far off.
Yeah.
Not far off at all.
And we did our taxes. Yeah. Sorry, taxman.
Yeah, we do it apparently.
I do my taxes.
One of the worst...
You got another one. Go on, Nick.
I had
Is it another headbutting story? I'm joking.
I got sucker punched, and this was one of my first nights off.
That was one of my questions, actually. But yeah.
And some guy ran up behind me when I was waiting for a taxi, and all I've seen is a fist in a big sovereign ring, like a chavvy sovereign ring, and my nose went from here to here, snapped it clean in half. So I've fallen, and I was like, motherfucker, broke my nose. Went to get up, and someone uppercutted me, fell back down, and someone ran over and kicked me in the face. And when I used to be on the doors, I always carried pepper spray, even though
you shouldn't.
You're not really.
This is illegal.
I started spraying everyone with pepper spray. Managed to get me and my friend out.
Allegedly, by the way, he didn't carry.
Yeah, supposedly.
It was actually a bear made CSCS gas.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I didn't carry any of that. But yeah, so managed to get ourselves out of the situation. But that was probably the worst. I had to have surgery on my nose, and it was some northern guys. And they said to me,
why did this? Was while you were working, like they'd recognised you and like this guy kicked us out once?
No, I actually found the guy who it was, and I spoke to his friend, and he was like, "I'm really sorry. It was mistaken identity." We saw a 6 foot, a guy over 6 foot from behind who we had problems with in the club. So we went up and hit him.
I have to like look after myself as well, man.
Absolutely.
Everyone over 6 foot, you're in trouble. But yeah, speaking about hiding in the toilets, what's the most awkward or weirdest thing you ever find checking the toilets?
Found a girl who passed out. So she
That's
sat.
standard, a guy finding a girl passed out.
Sorry.
I didn't mean to cut you off. Like,
Hold up. It gets better, right?
Go on, bro.
Story time. So, gone to clear the toilets at the end of the night, and there's a girl sat in the toilet like this, obviously pants down and stuff. So we check the toilets, knock the doors. Oh, hello, you're right in there. No answer. Door's locked. So one of the girls has come around, like poked her head on the door. I was like, oh, mate, what the fuck? I was like, what's going on? So she's unlocked the door. I'm waiting outside, some people coming in. So I'm there waiting outside the door, stopping anyone coming in and stuff. And then you know Lauren from Tail?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's Lauren and another bird.
Another fit girl, you just... you better say
I was about to say female, all right? Don't put words in my mouth.
You better get another fit, yeah.
Yeah, then another girl walking this girl out, and she's there, and she's all fucked, like, her hair's covered in sick, like, everything's covered in sick. She's wearing this really small skirt, but she's just covered in sick. We've got her outside and stuff, she's just fucking fallen over. So she's, like, face down at the moment. She's got this fucking brown stain all the way, like... Yeah, all the way down the back of her leg. But I guess better. So I was talking to... Yeah, there's more, right? So I was talking to Lauren. She goes, yeah, no, it was disgusting. You should have seen it. I was like, why? What's up? She goes, well, when we found her, she was there like this. She'd been sick into her pants. And she shot herself. So they've had to pull up her fucking... Mate, it's just grim. Disgusting.
You tell your girlfriend to stop drinking, man.
But yeah, no, it was awkward, to say the least.
That is...
Yeah,
That's disgusting.
I didn't know what to do with myself. It's like, I kind of want to help and be like nice, but at the same time, I can't deal with it.
Like, shit and puke, that's when I cop out. Like, they're
Yeah,
passed out, I don't mind
Yeah,
helping them up.
yeah.
I've got a phobia of sick. When it's sick, I'm out.
That's when I'm like, you're cool
Yeah.
like everyone else, yeah, cool. I ordered a taxi, that's where I'm good at.
Yeah.
I ordered a good taxi, do you want BMW, air conditioned, you're good to go.
Right, so the problem with that is obviously when they're in that state, taxis won't take them, and then we're fucking stuck with them. So they've come out of wherever they came out of, and we're then stuck with them. We have to figure out how they're getting home. So, hang on a minute, they're a fucking adult? Like, why is that our problem? Like,
Do you feel like that sometimes? So you are kicking people out, and like, at the end of the day, you're just leaving them, like...
Yeah, duty of care, though. We do have duty of care to make sure that...
Oh, I thought you just kicked them out, and then that's it, cool.
we do have a duty of care.
Sorry, babes.
And like, especially
How come I get kicked out then?
girls.
You look after me when I'm out.
There are some videos. there's a reason you get kicked out.
Come on, Eli, I'm a responsible adult.
Yeah, when you're not drinking.
Okay. Do you know what, that's a fair point.
Liability.
Do you know what, that is true. That's what Ryan says to me all the time, liability.
Well, I was thinking, Dan Pennicott, Dan.
Pennicott, yeah.
Oh, mate, the one who just moved house. He thinks he's an Instagram influencer.
Oh, my God.
Honestly, love him to bits. And you know what I'm on about. Love him to bits. He was like, hi, guys. It's Dan. Get at me for your ticket. He's like, Dan, come on, man. You got like 6 followers.
up.
Leave it.
Shut
Honestly, love him,
every
mate.
day.
Honestly, he's such a nice guy. Because, like,
You know what, Dan is a nice guy.
I've really
Yeah,
got a
he's
lot
not
of
good,
time for him,
He's
but
a
some
nice
of the
guy,
stuff he does make me laugh.
He's a nice guy.
It's a
though.
bit
It is.
cringy, isn't
Nah.
it?
Hey, it's cringy, but mate, honestly, like, I wish I had his work. I wish I
Yeah.
was as motivated as him because he's really got his shit together.
Nah, nice guy, like, could not
Yeah,
speak.
really nice guy.
Really sound bloke.
Anyway, craziest thing that's you caught in the toilets. Well, and you know what, toilets, let's go for toilets now.
So-
We'll go out.
There's 2 of them. There was one
It
where
gets down
I
in the
caught-
toilets.
Proper.
It was like 3 guys in the toilet,
Just bumming each other.
pretty much. It was like a little train.
Did you get
And there
involved?
was absolutely not.
You're like,
Absolutely not. There was no way. But the other one, there was a Primark staff Christmas party, and this when it was Secura.
How could that get crazy? A Primark staff's
And I caught like a 50-year-old woman in the toilet with like an 18-year-old kid, and I've kicked the door off the hinges.
Go on, lad.
And I pulled them both out, and I was like, no, you're going to have to do the walk of shame. And she's still trying to pull everything up, and he's trying to pull everything up, and I've got him into the middle of the dance floor, still everything out. And I was like, nope, you can fuck off out of it.
That's weird.
No,
But I'll tell you
yeah.
what, I'll do you one better, right? If
Go
we
on.
so these 2 guys and 2 girls came in like into one of the clubs and sort of chatted in the front door like you do. And it turns out they were both sort of on like one couple was together, then the other couple was sort of seeing each other.
Yeah, cool.
So one of the guys just disappeared for ages. Well, where the fuck's he gone? So the girlfriend's come to us, obviously like, yeah, look, I haven't seen my boyfriend like an hour.
Yeah.
I'm a little bit worried what's going on. So we've gone, well, he hasn't left. We've gone and had a little look around, gone to the toilets, saw someone on their knees and some other guy standing up. And we're like, oh, right, okay. He's gone to get a cheeky blowy in the men's toilets. All right, cool. Booted the door open, 2 blokes.
Legend.
Yeah, but then I've then got to take him out while this guy's kicking off at me. So I've dragged him out. His missus is then kicking off at me for dragging him out. I was like, oh, we asked you to come find him, not kick him out. I was like, Well, yeah, but he's just getting sucked off a fucking
You got
Greg over there.
Oh man, come on.
I'm not, mate, no, he didn't kick off with me. He can have it. Yeah. It's like, yeah, your fella's just had his fucking cock and balls in some other guy's mouth. Like,
Actually, a good one for the toilets. I was walking back in from the front door of Turtle.
Got him back to back to them, loving it.
There was this guy with dreads, and he was like, you need to go up into the toilets, there's a big punch up. And I was like, yes, nice. So I've run up the stairs, and as I've gone in, this girl, I split up a fight. And the guy behind me, he's tried to throw a punch over my shoulder, but because I'm tall, he's hit me in the back of the head. So I've turned around, and I was like, absolutely not. Headbutt once, twice, and as he's going down, I was like, a third little one. Headbutt him, and he's on the floor, and he's like, I'm a police officer. Pulled out his badge and showed me, and I was like,
Do you know what?
but fuck it, headbutt again, because you're a fed. Headbutt. And then I've taken him outside, and he was like, I'm calling my son.
You know his cameras are right. Nick, I love you, but like
this supposedly happened.
Oh, okay.
Allegedly.
Allegedly, okay.
Allegedly.
No, but he was like, I'm calling my sergeant. And I was like, all right, how about you call him and you tell him that you got drunk and was taking drugs in a nightclub and started fighting people? How well would that go down the station?
Exactly,
and he was like, all right, I'm very sorry.
So another headbutt just for the road.
No, I'm a nice guy. I'm a nice guy. I nearly got in trouble with some quite big Asian guys in the basement at Turtle. I walked in and they
It goes down, bro.
And they pretty much
It
had
really goes down, innit? Like, we do alright. We do alright. You know what I mean? Like, we hear all these stories in London, but we didn't.
We're alright.
Yeah, we're holding our own.
They had like a queue of cocaine on their hand.
Yes, my God.
Yeah.
My God.
Like a whole palmful. And I walked in and I was like, absolutely not. And I've slapped it.
Oh my
And
God,
it's
that's
got
sweet juice.
And then Nick caught it with his nose. You wonder where your drugs go when they're confiscated?
Yeah.
Straight up his
Because
nose.
that is a
Absolutely
question
not.
that like people like. So I said to people, I had you guys on the show, and they're like, oh, like a lot of bouncers are corrupt because like allegedly my friends have been caught with cocaine, and they take it off them, or they say like, look, you give me £100 worth of cocaine, and I'll just leave you. And like, have you guys ever seen that happen before?
No comment.
I've never been involved with anything like that.
Say no comment, which means 100%.
I've never
They
been
are involved.
in any
And do
illegal
not
stuff.
these guys.
They're trade secrets, I'm afraid. Which
You
you
gotta
can't
look
just
straight in the camera when you say it.
trade secrets.
They-
No
They
comment.
plead the fifth. But
I have supposedly heard of situations where that's happened, and Dorman have supposedly made said party pay idiot tax. Supposedly. Supposedly.
yeah. That's
No comment on that one, guys. Sorry.
That was the question. But yeah, guys, I think we'll wrap it up. But before we go, I want one more story from each of you guys of the craziest, or like any battle scars that you might have. Obviously, you got a headbutt. Go on. Nick's got them in the back. Go on, Nick.
Hey, go on, let Nick start.
Let Nick go first, and then you know.
So I had problems with this guy in a smoking area when I was working at Lola. And he was acting like a big boy, and he was giving people, what's the thing that you sniff? And it's like gay people use.
Poppers.
Poppers, that was it. And then, how do you two both know that?
I have gay friends. I spend a lot of time in the toilets, as you mentioned earlier.
Wokingham is like, that's where it goes down.
Wokingham.
I had a problem with him because he was trying to sell poppers. And I went into the dance floor because there was a fight, broke it up, and I thought there was a bottle coming towards my face because I just saw something coming. And it turned out, so I turned around, I've headbutted him, thrown him over my shoulder, elbowed him, elbowed his friend, grabbed his friend, threw him and stomped on one of them.
Took the gun out of his pocket.
And it was, it was
Straight my nose.
it was a camera, and he was recording me. So he had a slow motion recording of my head going towards his like this, and hitting him. So I was pretty much banged to rights on that one.
Oh man, I hate that shit when they pull the cameras out and get so you get your
right?
face. So that camera's getting heated, like.
But there was no camera showing him selling the poppers or the.
No, there won't be.
Yeah,
It's all very
mate.
one-sided. People don't see the provocation. They only see the.
I've actually got a few friends that are security guys, even though like a lot of security guys in Reading hate me, which is for good reason. Like most of them are sound. Like you've got to do something to provoke them. Like.
Oh yeah, 100%.
But the thing is, when we go out, we're the biggest liabilities you've ever met because we know all the door stuff. And we can get away.
I don't know what you're on about, mate.
And we can get away with anything.
What's it called? Pot kettle black. That's what. Yeah.
But we get away with anything.
Yeah, of course.
Well,
To an extent. When it starts, like when we're becoming dangerous, then they kind of go, yeah, come on, guys, chill out. Well, me anyway, because I am a liability. I'll end up fucking passed out in an ashtray or something.
That's
like,
when they leave me alone.
I should be cleaning me up in a puddle.
That's when they leave me alone.
Right, so.
But one more really funny one.
All right, go on. We'll finish off with this one, yeah.
We had a problem with a group of guys in total, and there was me, Callum, Wes, I think the man, he told me his name's the man, so I automatically said, your name's the child.
Yeah.
You have to earn the man. You started the child, then the toddler, then the man.
All right, cool.
And we took these guys out, there's like, oh, we'll see you later, we're going to fuck you up and all this. And then after work, we went to McDonald's, and they were there. So I started chasing the car that they was in, and this guy threw his burger out the window, thinking it would make him drive faster. That's how scared he was that we was going to finally catch him.
Like Call of Duty, you drop your guns.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. Moved your fist and you're off. But yeah, he threw his fillet fish out the window because he was so scared that we were going to catch him.
Sweet. But yeah, anyway, guys, thank you so much for having you guys on the show. Definitely got to do a part 2, I think, of the Bouncer series, which is actually hilarious.
You should every week. You should get different bouncers on.
Yeah.
That'd be a good laugh.
That'd be really good.
With Eli, because I'm obviously 6th choice.
Oh yeah, we'll go from my list now.
All right, cool.
Yeah, thank you for having us.
No,
Yeah, honestly, it's been a pleasure. I've been trying to go on it for a while.
But yeah, before we go, but what's going on with your clothing brand? Wait, where's my t-shirt?
Oh shit, they're in my car.
All right.
Yeah, so basically before lockdown, I started up Screw Loose Apparel. Because I used to be into the strongman stuff, and then I sort of fell out with everyone who I was in there with. So the clothing brand sort of taking a bit of a hit. But after lockdown, it's coming back. Keep your eye out. Screw Loose Combat Bra range coming out.
And shout out to my gaming channel. The Snowflake era is over.
Plug it in.
That's what it's called.
Let's go. Cool. Make sure you like and subscribe to the video, share it to all your friends, and yeah, we'll keep going and comment of who we should definitely have on next. But yeah, thanks guys.